Hey, welcome back. This is Lone Wolf, and we are playing Vintage Story on 121.0. And as you can see in the background, we've got the bloomeries. They're not on fire anymore. I've got two beautiful bear pelts at my feet, and of course we've got the slabs from using the quarry tool, stone quarry mod. So let's break open the bloomeries and collect our glass. Okay. Okay. Just looking there. So this needs to be fired. Let's go get that in the pit kiln and get that started. Grab some sticks. Put the rest of the sticks away. Grab some peat. And a torch to light them up. Light them up, roll them out. Something. Alright, so we don't need to pay any attention to that. Alright, let's make 8 more bloomeries. Place them down. Oh, bearhead in the way. $32 for the chimneys. Get some more quartz. Fill the bloomeries. I actually don't think I have the charcoal for this because I didn't make any after I was less consumption, so I doubt I have sufficient. Yeah, 26 isn't going to do it. 24 would do half of them. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. We've got a copper axe. That's okay. We've got a dying tin bronze shears. That'll be okay. And off to the tree farm. Yes, I think the tree farm is looking lovely these days. So we planted the oak, and oak specifically because that's really important, because we're going to do leather, got to have oak or acacia. Then I planted maple because I had plenty of seeds, and they are a good tree. And now we have expanded. We just keep expanding this place. And now we've got birch going. So I think we're going back for maple this time. And when I'm done with this, I'll bring you back to the journey. I guess I could share that in this situation here, the first thing I'm doing is with the shears, I'm separating the two species. When leaves from one tree are touching leaves from another tree, when you use the axe to bring down the tree, well, you're bringing both trees down. And when you bring both trees down, if there are lots of trees connected, you're bringing a whole bunch of trees down at once. And so at that point, you're kind of out of control, and you're bringing the whole dang forest down. So I'm doing that there. Let's go over to the oak side of things and see if we can be separated. I don't particularly mind when I'm taking the maple or the birch or the oak, if I'm kind of taking down the whole forest of that species, because that's my plan anyways, in the end. And then we just replant it like we've done here, and it regrows, and when we need it next time, it's all grown up and like big boys. So, separating the species, because the last thing I want to be doing is chopping on a maple tree and taking down the oak and the birch trees as well. I will continue my process. The next step after separating the species, I guess I don't think I've explained all of my thinking in these tree farms, is that the next thing is for me to take, we can start with the low-hanging leaves and branches, but we take those down because we very much need replacement seeds. I haven't paid attention or counted how many trees I have planted here, how much specific maple trees I've planted here. But yeah, if I take it down, I got to put it back up, and that means collecting seeds. Well, if I just chop the tree down, my chances of getting seeds drop very, very far down. And so that's why we're taking this down. As you see, as I'm running through here, we're getting tree seeds. So back to it, Wolf. So one of the realities of doing what you should using a pair of shears to break all these branches is you do get lots of sticks too. We've got a good collection of seeds here. I think that's more than the number of trees that we have, but I'm going to continue working on the easy branches to take down, and keep working on them, because I very much want to build on my tree seed supply and not have it dwindle. So anyways, I'm going back to it. Yes, and I had to go make a new set of shears because mine broke. Okay, we've talked about separating the trees, in particularly keeping the species separated. And on this particular tree, it was tall enough that I was having difficulty making sure that I had all these separated. So I would just use ladders to climb on up here and take those out. And since I'm here, these are all easy pickings right now too, so I'm gonna pick them. We're kind of at the point where I don't really have to come and take every branch down, because we do have a reasonable stock of seeds both on me and back at base. I think we have the better part of 2 stacks of seeds back at base. So anyways, uh, yeah, as this all evolves, especially when I have planted pine, you'll see things look just very, very much different than what I'm doing right here. Because what I'll do with the pine is very different from what I've done with any of these particular species. Alright, so I just kind of set a silent goal to myself, and I've just worked this species long enough to where now I have a full stack of seeds, and actually I got one extra. So at this point, I'm done cutting branches. I don't need more seeds than I already have. I already have more seeds than I needed in the first place. So this is now changing to chopping down the trees. As soon as I get the tree chopped, um, yes, I've screwed up the lone wolfian pattern here, and I've pulled my shovel out and I've put the trees seeds to be replaced right next to the axe that's chopping them down. It just makes it convenient, and I replace it, the seed, immediately, because then well, it just holds the pattern. I don't have to think now where should this next tree be planted. Well, if I do it right now, I know exactly where that tree was. So that's just one of my thought processes. Okay, so here's the fruits of my labor. Got a whole bunch of sticks, got a nice collection of logs, and I've added, after replacing all the trees that I've cut down, I've added, what was it, 36 more seeds? Whoa, what in heaven's name? 38 more seeds. So, you know, this is all growing already. It's already back. It's got the same pattern, and this bunch of maple trees actually didn't feel like a particularly large grove, but that's mostly because of the lack of density that I've put into this. Usually I put the trees much more closely together, but at this point I very much prioritize getting seed replacement, because we certainly don't have a huge stock of them, but that's what we're doing. We're building a huge stock of them. Anyways, back to work. Well, I mentioned I had more than a stack back at base, and I did, and I've just taken the 38 and added them to that collection. So this is something that makes me happy. All right, so we're down here at the pit, the charcoal pit, and I like how I've got things going here. I think this is a. Do I have charcoal in here? Ha ha! Oh, Wolf, bless you, bless you. Oh, I did a good thing. This is a nicer charcoal pit than the other one, because the other one was, the bottom was dirt, and so it was super easy to dig that up when you were just collecting the charcoal, and super nice to have a rock floor that my shovel does not dig into, so hooray. Okay, so that's, you know, this is definitely bigger than what I had. Right now, I'm gonna go get the glass lit up, and then we'll come back and we'll start at the charcoal pit again. I can't say that I'm particularly proud right now of my charcoal pit. It's going to be better when I go up one more block, but you know what? You just saw that it worked. So 3 by 2, so one, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe is what I need to fill the pit. Probably going to need a replacement axe here. I'm expecting breakage soon. Okay, I'll have just enough room to hold this all. Alright, let's get the dirt back. So we have to seal the charcoal pit, and so bloop, bloop, 2 pieces of dirt there. I need a log. Turn that into firewood. And a piece of grass. And the torch. And the 1 block of packed dirt, because that's going to make the seal on here. Okay, it says it's lit. Boom. Boom. And now it's warming up. So shows that it's a charcoal pit. That's good. If something was wrong, I'm not sure if it would say it's a charcoal pit or not. I don't think it would. Anyways, we've got a nice, we're making progress on stuff here. So let's see what we've got going. 1 day. Let's go see what's going on in the farm. I've been planting 2 things, peanuts and cabbage. As soon as I harvest them, I immediately plant the seeds back in the ground. I do now have enough seeds for 2 of these plots fully loaded, and I do have some extras, but I want, well, I don't know, maybe I'm not going to plant the peanuts back right now, but we've got enough for a full plot of the cabbage and just 2 shy of 1.5 plots. So I guess I'm going to get me a scythe, matey, and harvest this up. Yeah, I'm not going to plant it again right now because I do have a reasonable collection. 64 seeds, you get a lot of peanuts from it. And if you're looking at the block info, it's letting me know that, hey, I've got a reduced harvest here. Well, all of this is just from the 1 plot, so I'm going to have more than I can actually carry on myself right now, but that's okay. We'll get it all picked up. And of course the cellar, you know, it's not a large cellar. I can increase the size. I can add more this and more of that. But I've already got enough peanuts, the actual peanuts themselves, to really keep me going for a long time. We're getting to the point where I'm going to be making better crates for all of the different seeds. So that, and those will be placed out by the farm, ready access to put them away, and oh, let's go, to put them away and to access them when I'm ready to use each of the seeds. So that is how I typically play. Come back here. Do I have... Okay, so this is our stack we've been eating from. Oh, we actually do have one extra. Okay, so we've got them all picked up. Looks like they're all picked up. I don't see anything out there. Put the side of the way. Protect the crops. And let's see if we even have room to put these in down in here. I expect so, because that's empty and I think this is empty. So this is our oldest peanuts here. Yeah, that can hold all of 2 peanuts, so it's real easy for me to shove this into the chest too. But, you know, these have far less shelf life because I've been carrying them around. I picked them a long time ago, and you compare it to what I just put in the chest, 5.2. If I put this in here, yeah, it's 5.1. So there's not a lot of difference, but it's best to keep your stuff rotated and using the oldest first. All right, let's check on the charcoal pit, look for the smoke. Doesn't seem to come through real well on the stone paths because all 6 of these should be emitting smoke, and this should be emitting smoke too. I guess though I do have 2 layers going on. Whatever. The fact that it's emitting smoke, that's a good sign. Means the charcoal pit is burning and working. Okay. Let's grab a saw. I'm kind of doing this prematurely. Where did I put the glass? Not in with that. Where did I put the glass? Ah. So I've got the saw out because we're gonna double the amount of glass blocks that we own by cutting them in half. Hey, get out of there, barrel. And I'm going to turn them to be all vertical because that's how they're going to be used in the mob farm. I'm not going to take them right now. I'm just trying to keep myself ahead of the game. So we've got these going. So from the first burn, we've got 3 full stacks of that slabs instead of the whole blocks. And so we'll get another stack and a half of full blocks and split them into 3 stacks of slabs. Yeah, these don't take too long. They're going to be ready soon enough. I'm trying to just go through my berries right now because they only have hours left. And so while I'm up here, I'm gonna, yes, you do look like somebody. That's why you're there, to give me a start every time I just happen to casually glance your way. Let's just take a quick look at the beehives. Yep, they're all ready to go again. So we've got work there to do. We've got the reeds ready to harvest, so there's work there to do. We do have a nice count of cattails, but we're just going to keep adding to them. As for the beeswax and making candles for lanterns, oh, we've got the chandelier. Oh, I have enough to put it I could put the chandelier in here. Where did I put the chandelier? As I mentioned, I love me chandeliers. Okay, we're gonna collect you. Chandelier can accommodate. I shouldn't say require, because you can put far less than 8 candles in it. You can put 1 in it, but we're going to fill it full. So I am curious. I think that the chandelier is going to be able to light this whole thing up, and it is. Don't need you in here either. So we can see that the chandelier, which is the brightest light emitting vanilla thing in the game, it's got us fully covered here. So of course we're leaving this torch because we want a torch to light ovens and fire pits. I don't know, is there anywhere I want to put this? I've got torches up pretty much everywhere. I think I have an unfilled torch here, torch holder here. So let's get it filled. I think that's the only one I haven't got a torch in. Yeah, and this one has a torch in it too already. Sure does. Okay, so apparently I have no. Oh, okay. Okay. All good. I really don't know where I might put this. Maybe out here at the other end of the farm. Actually, this is actually, yeah, actually, this is actually, let me see if I can get a couple more actuallys in there. This actually fits nicely on the fence. I really like to put those on the corners here or even along the fence. They light things up very well. I have been trying to permanently remove the mushrooms that just keep growing back. I dig the dirt out thinking, okay, well, if I dig the dirt out, you know, if I break it, it's going to come back. But I assumed that if I dug the soil out, then I could replace the soil and the dang things wouldn't come back. But they just keep regrowing. And I don't want them. So I'm going to have to figure out how and if I can get them to grow away. You know, like these, you know, I've picked these up. Now I know I could put a piece of cobblestone down there or whatever, but the question is if I put a piece of dirt back here, which is exactly what I want. I'm looking for that manicured lawn here, which means I don't want cobblestone in the middle of things. Would the mushrooms then grow back when I took the stone out and replaced it? Really don't know. That's a question perhaps I'll ask in Discord, see if anybody knows the answer to that. But we're going to end the episode here. So thank you once again for joining me. I appreciate you choosing to spend your time here. Hope it's been entertaining. Certainly I've had a lot of fun, as always. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Please do click on that like button if you would. And I love hearing from you, so please leave comments. Love reading them. I answer them. Anyways, thank you so much. But most importantly, do come watch my next video, won't you? Thanks. Goodbye.